Hello and welcome to today's little mini YouTube class. Today is a class for hip mobility, and let's go ahead and get started. If you have a couple of blocks, go ahead and have them handy. And we are going to begin today's class in a child's pose. So coming to your mat, shifting your hips back towards your heels, reaching the palms forward and the forehead rests on the mat. So if this bothers your knees or your hips or any other place in your body, just adjust, maybe come into puppy pose or something else that feels a little bit better for your knees. 3 breaths. Good, and then on your next inhale, you're just rounding through the spine, coming to tabletop. So take a moment here, walk your knees so they're hip width apart, big starfish hands, and shoulders are in their sockets. So if they're up by your ears, place them back into your sockets. Inhale, drop your belly, heart and gaze move forward, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat, really pressing the mat away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming into a neutral spine, we're going to bring the left arm underneath the body. Left shoulder, left cheek, come to the mat, thread your needle. Right palm can stay where it's at, or you can reach your palms to the top of the mat, or come into a half bind. 3 breaths. And then planting the right palm into the mat, press the mat away, coming back up into tabletop. Drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine, this time taking your right arm underneath the body, thread the needle. 3 breaths. And then planting the left palm to the mat, pressing back up into your tabletop. We're going to drop to the chin, chest, belly. Inhale, lifting the head and shoulders, coming into baby cobra, elbows hug in. You can stay here or lift the feet into locust. If this hurts your lower back, go ahead and rest the feet down or make any adjustments that feel best for your shoulders, upper back, spine, lower back. And then you're tucking your toes, pressing through table, and we're going to lift our hips to our down dog. And in your down dog, maybe you want to pedal the feet, shift the hips from side to side. Bend into the knees, look to the top of the mat, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Grabbing onto the left wrist, reach to the right. Inhale, center, switch your grip. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone up. Inhale, reach up to extended. Exhale to a forward fold, big bend in the knees, belly to thighs. You're hugging your thighs to your belly, head is heavy. Inhale, keep your knees bent, peek down, your feet are hip width apart, and then you're just moving the torso, lifting the torso up into chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale to chair to extended. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reaching up, extended. Grab onto the left wrist, reach to the right. Inhale, center. You're going to switch your grip, and then as you exhale, reach to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone up. Inhale, reach up to extended. Exhale to a forward fold, belly to thighs. Head is heavy. Inhale, lifting up into chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to chair to extended. Exhale, palms to heart center. One breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reaching up into extended mountain. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step back to plank. Drop to the knees, the chin, chest, and the belly. Inhale, lifting up into baby cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Make your way to your down dog. Inhale, the left leg high, and gently stepping this left foot forward. Drop the back knee down. Grab your blocks here, and we're just going to begin to shift back and forth. And then coming into your low lunge. And then exhale to half split. So you're keeping your hip over or in front of your knee. So if you have more mobility, you just reach that foot forward. If you need to have a big bend in the knee, that's fine too. And then maybe you just begin to shift back and forth in your half splits. Just working on lengthening here. Moving the fluid in the joint of the knee, and ankle, and hip. And then we're just going to plant the foot to the mat, bend into that left knee, plant the right palm to the mat or block, reach those left fingertips towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you plant your palms to the mat, step the leg back, drop to the chin, chest, belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release, tuck your toes, and then lift up, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale that right leg long, and then as you exhale, you're stepping that foot forward, planting the back knee down, and then maybe shifting back and forth. And then sinking into that left hip flexor in your low lunge. And then shifting back into your half splits. Again, just adjusting here, maybe adding some movement. You're going to bend into your right knee, plant the left palm to the mat, reach those right fingertips up, twist to the right. And then exhale, plant your palm to the mat, step the leg back, drop to the chin, chest, belly. Inhale, lifting up into cobra. Exhale, release, tuck your toes, make your way to down dog. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reaching up into extended mountain. Grab onto the left wrist, reach to the right. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone towards the ceiling. Keep the chin tucked. Inhale, reach up to extended. Exhale to a forward fold. Hug belly to thighs. Inhale, lifting up into chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale to chair to extended. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach up, maybe look up. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Now we're going to step this right leg back. We're going to quarter turn to the long edge of the mat and maybe bring a block with you. So peek down at your heels. Your heels are even here, and you're going to turn your toes so they point to the corner edges of the mat. Bend into your knees and coming on up into goddess or horse stance. And when you get there, maybe you want to shift from side to side or add some pulses. The choice is yours. And your movement will probably look different than mine because your body is different than mine. And then from here, we're going to bring the arms in front of you, the wrists and forearms cross, and then inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend into the knees, bring those arms in front of you, and then reach all the way up, maybe look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Last one. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale your palms to heart center as you sit down into your goddess or horse stance. Building a little strength here in our hips and our inner thighs, glutes. And then inhale, reach up into extended or 5-pointed star. And then exhale to a forward fold. Using your blocks here. So you're going to turn your toes so they point to the long edge of the mat. Shift the weight towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Shoulders move away from the ears. And then exhale to a wide leg forward fold. You can add some movement here if that feels good to the body. And then inhale, half lift. We're going to skate or lunge to the right. Bring your block with you. Reach the arms away from the body. Bend into that back knee. And we're going to skate or lunge to the left. Inhale, skate to the back, the right side. And skate or lunge to the left. Good. And then coming back to center, again, adjust your feet here. Make sure your weight's moving towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the block to the mat so the widest surface is planted on the mat. Place your left palm on that block. Inhale, reach those right fingertips towards the ceiling. exhale, release the right palm to the block or mat. Inhale, reach those left fingertips up towards the ceiling. I encourage you to use a block here though. And exhale, release. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good, and you're just gonna bend your knees, come to your mat, extend your legs long here. Just coming into staff, maybe even bounce your knees here. Lengthen through the spine. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana. I'm having a little issue, especially with this right side. It's kind of locked up here, so if that's happening with you too, just know that you can always adjust. You can always just plant your feet to the mat. So just make some adjustments here. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. If you want it, you can forward fold. Inhale, lift up, plant your feet to the mat, knees are bent here. Just gonna reach those arms forward and see if you can begin to slowly lay the spine on the mat. So go slow here, really using your abs, your core, just to control this movement. And then when you get there, just bring your arms alongside your body. Take a deep in-breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then you're gonna make sure your feet are hip width apart here. Your knees can be over your ankles, or you can even walk your ankles a little bit in front of your knees. We're gonna come into bridge here. So inhale, lifting your hips towards the ceiling. Chin lifts away from the chest, and we keep our gaze at the ceiling. Breathing. And then exhale, release the hips to the mat. Hug the knees in, maybe rock side to side or draw some circles. Anything that feels good on the lower back. And then stacking your knees over your hips. Exhale the knees to the left side of the body. Supine twist. 3 breaths. Inhale to a center, and then exhale the knees over to the right side. 3 breaths. And then inhale back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Option to lift the head and shoulders, come into a tight ball. And then as you exhale, releasing into Shavasana. Closing the eyes. Just adding some movement to the fingers and toes. Maybe rotating the wrists and ankles. And then when you're ready, take a full body stretch. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bend your knees, roll to the right side in a fetal position. Just allowing space for renewal. Space for gratitude. And then when you're ready, gently press yourself up into a seated position. Palms to your heart space, bow your head. May there be peace in your thoughts. May there be peace in your words. May there be peace in your heart. And may you share that with all beings. Thank you so much for joining me with so much gratitude. Namaste. So thank you for joining me for today's little mini yoga class here on YouTube. If you're interested, please go check out my website at yogabytonya.com. I do have a membership. We have weekly live classes 3 times a week with replays when life gets busy. And I look forward to seeing you again, and I will be back. Have a wonderful rest of your day.